What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Smiting Fatty, and I am here with the first ever episode of Fatty Fantasy League. Now, what is Fatty Fantasy League? Well, let me tell you. I love playing fantasy sports. I've done it for a long time, probably since, Yahoo was first invented. I don't know. I'm old. I've been here since, the paper was made in Egypt. I don't know. Anyways, I love fantasy baseball, football, basketball. I'm really big into fantasy football, but I also like hockey, watching playing the fantasy that. But we had an organization earlier announce that they were doing a Call of Duty fantasy league, and I said, "Hey, that's awesome. I'm going to pick 4 players that are going to go huge at UGC." And I'm not saying this because I like them. I'm not saying this because, of what teams they're on. I'm saying this because I looked at the stats for League Season 2 so far, and these guys are beasts, and I would pick them up any day of the week. Now, let me start off by saying I did look at the stats on CODesports.tv, and they're up. I just looked at it today. It's around 9:30 almost on the 29th of... What is this? April? January, February, March, April? Yeah, April. I don't pay attention to things like that. Details. Anyways, I looked at these details. Now, let me tell you first. The first person I would pick up is a well-rounded individual. He also has red hair. And that would be 7th with his KD at 1.13. I'd love to have that KD like against these other guys. That's big. Blitz caps is where it's at. He ranks 11th at 3.22 per game. And domination, he's right up there at 3rd with 5.33 caps per game. So not only can Enable slay a little, he can also play that OBJ coming in that top 15. And, when you're looking at fantasy players, you might not necessarily want the top of every stat, just because that could leave you without a well-rounded team. Sometimes it's easier to get the most well-rounded players, and that's what I've done with this list. Coming in at 2nd is Mr. Attach. He ranks 5th in KD, so a little bit better than Enable at 1.15. 37th in Blitz Cap, so he's lacking there. That's why he needs to step it up in. But he gets 2 per game, so that's pretty good. And 8th in Domination with 5 caps per game. So that's a fairly well-rounded player right there, Attach is. Now, the next player is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Optic Proofy. Coming in at 16th with a KD of 1.05, 26th with 2.4 caps per game, and 4th with 5.19 caps in domination. So, Proofy, who's known as a slayer mostly, I think, is now stepping it up in that OBJ category, especially on that domination. Miyagi is the next guy, and the next and the last. We're only choosing 4 players this time. He ranks 30th in KD, so he needs to step that up a little bit. But dude is an amazing OBJ player. He ranks 3rd in Blitz caps with 4.1 and 7th in domination caps with 5.06. You see what I threw it, because I'm sick of that paper. I've been looking at these stats all day, and it took me a little bit. There's some people that were very deserving of any of these. You look at anybody on complexity, but so far in season 2, those 4 players have been the best players. And I'm like pointing over here, but I don't know if you can see it. Point. Anyways, guys, make sure that you give this video a like and share it over there on that Twitter thing. If you liked it, let me know. Do you want me to do this thing weekly, or would you like me to just do it like per event or never at all? Let me know, guys. I'd love to hear from you. You can also hit that little widget. It looks like the widget that the settings button, and you can actually get my YouTube videos mailed to you. I know that's probably a little too much spam, but hey, helps me out. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Love you long time. We'll see you later.